Mic check, mic check.
Oh yeah, I just got alerted that I'm on YouTube.
Hey, look at us starting roughly at the right time.
Oh yeah, it's a new year.
Welcome to Tony and Chelsea Live every Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, where we will look at your pictures live, cover the latest in photo news, and tell you all about our sponsor, Squarespace.
Yeah, that's right. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. It's a new year. It's time to try something new and make your life a little bit better. Squarespace has beautiful award-winning templates, an all-in-one platform, award-winning 24/7 customer support, and it's good for anyone, whether you're a musician, a designer, a doctor, a taxidermist. Tony said a parental figure. Just want to show it off.
Squarespace, yeah, if you're like a dog or a good dog.
Yep, you might want to show off those skills.
You should have a portfolio for yourself. Somebody could hire. People need good dogs.
They do. You can start a free trial today, no credit card needed, at squarespace.com/Tony and use the coupon code PORTFOLIO to get 10% off. Already a deal, and you're getting a discount too.
If you happen to have a Squarespace site and you're using it for a photography portfolio, visit sdp.io/link and send it in. We'll take a look at a portfolio or two today. Thanks, Squarespace. If you want to talk to us during the live show and you're watching live, use hashtag TCLive on Instagram or Twitter, or just write in the comment section, because our producer Siobhan out in Philly is trying to keep up with the furious comment pace, and she can send the questions over to us. So ask us good questions, preferably not which camera or lens should I buy, but more thoughtful questions. Siobhan tends to like those. Speaking of live comment feed, I watched the New Year's Eve party on YouTube where they have a live comment stream, and they had like 100,000 people watching, and that live comment stream was like the worst thing I've seen in my adult life.
I saw it.
It was like racial slurs and then like weird slurs about Trump and then just like the F word over and over again.
Yeah.
That's just people.
It wasn't bringing the best and the brightest to the comments.
Happy New Year's, people.
Happy New Year.
Our producer, Justin, is here in the studio, furiously trying to keep things working better than they did last week. Glad to have you back, Justin.
I thought last week was kind of fun because it was like conflict resolution. We have two extra producers in the studio today.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we can show them.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, my foot. Well, he's revealing our slippers. Our producers, Cowbro and Sandra, the most dignified dogs in the world.
Okay. Today we're looking at your pictures, and the theme is Slice of Life. Tell them what that means.
Slice of Life? It's a candid that tells a story about a relatable life scenario. Maybe kids playing soccer in the street. Maybe siblings fighting over a toy. Maybe people strolling in an interesting way. It's like street photography, kind of, but it can be taken anywhere. I made it up. I think it's a good project. Tony's giving me a lot of shit for it.
If you want to send your picture in, visit sdp.io/submit and use the password TOAST. Toast. Next week, our theme is shadows.
Are you okay with that one? I have to run that by you?
No, I think that's a good one. And most people probably won't have a picture where the shadow is kind of the theme. So that'll be a good way to direct your photography for the next week, and you'll have something ready. And I hope that you get some clear skies.
I have another shadow picture that I shared as well, because I don't want shadows to just be in the picture. I want them to be a compositional element. So think of that when you're submitting your pictures.
Yeah, that one works really well because it tells the story. The shadows are telling the story of the audience. Cool pic, Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm a photographer.
Those Europeans, they skateboard and smoke at the same time.
They do everything.
We have a bunch of photo news. Do you want to look at some pictures first or go over the photo news?
Well,
I'll import some pictures.
Sure. Excuse me. Sure. We're all still getting over colds and stuff, and y'all know how it is.
Chelsea, be entertaining while I try to remember
So
how
that
to.
skateboarding picture was taken in London, and Tony had an interesting skit, an idea for a little video about London. While we were there, we noticed it was like very classy during the day. People, they're very fashionable in London. And then, like, the sun dropped below the horizon, night fell, the Brits had a drink. And things were it was like a different world. Like, everyone was like swearing and like puking. It was amazingly fun, but also a hilarious difference from night to day. So it'd be like the Walking Dead of London.
Yeah, it's like all
During
the
the day, they're like,
vampires come out.
Cheerio, a spot of tea. And then at night, they're like, oh, you bloody blah. And then they're going to fight. Just think about it, guys.
Some slice of life photos. Here's the first one, a very cool and visually interesting shot, mostly because of the pan, right?
Yeah, this is perfect. This is what I was thinking. You could have just gotten a picture of him on the swing, but it wouldn't have conveyed the same mood. The movement, it makes it a little more exciting.
Pick right off the bat.
Yeah.
Great shot, perfect exposure and everything.
Oh my gosh. This is good.
San Francisco, I am shocked by that. This guy is so European.
No, he's not. He just went to Europe once in college.
Well, they're calling him a beatnik. That is cool, and I do feel like it's a good slice of life. It is kind of important to know where they are, too. That tells us something about it. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I love the storytelling in this, the way he's kind of looking down. The contrast around the subject is key here. See, the way he's dark and the water is really bright, that means he just like pops off the background.
Not only that, you have yellow, blue, and green in the picture. Just really good colors. And
Pick
it
for
tells
that
the
one,
story.
too.
People
Oh,
are
Greg
getting this
Shutlin. Great
theme,
job.
Tony. They're not having a problem with it. Pick. That's Kyle Medina.
I recognize him.
He's very cool.
Great shot and a good work at the selfie. And it does tell me about the slice of your life, which happens to be on top of some fantastic mountain at 14,000 feet.
He's always adventuring, having a good time with his friend. I like it a lot.
Yeah, you roll. This cat has the life. Yeah, I like the shot too. It really fills the frame up, and the colors are nice. There's nothing like, again, there's a lot of contrast here, not by luminosity, but by the contrast of the orange cat and the green background. Speaking of, can we just check in on the dogs? People are, there they are.
They're so cute.
So the dogs are still doing well. I presume they're having really good dreams. They're surrounded by junk, which is a thing that dogs like.
They look
Good
like
job,
they're
dogs.
frozen or something.
Keep it up, dogs.
This is a fireworks shot, but I feel like it fits the slice of life theme perfectly because it's not just a picture of the fireworks, but includes the story of the people kind of hanging out there, their water and stuff.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It tells me about a tradition that these people have. It gives me a little peek into their world.
Yeah, nicely done. Now, so I think the life here is her chilling on the couch and playing Xbox. And yeah, black and white helps because that, what is this, like a cat bed or something, is a really bright color, and that's where my eye was going, so it was distracting from the main subject. I'll also say I didn't immediately know that she was on, like, laying on a couch, because you don't have enough of the couch. Like, if you slid over to your left a little bit and showed the couch at more of an angle, it would have been more visually interesting and less square, which is especially useful for conveying like casual attitude. You can think about, if you're saying this is how we chill, you want the overall composition to reflect that, and a square, straight, smack in the middle, vertical picture like that conveys a certain formality. If you want to convey casual, you could add a Dutch tilt. You could have it at an interesting angle,
Tony.
work the diagonals instead of like the verticals.
You know what I like about this picture, though? It's a really unglamorous moment that you don't usually think to capture, but it's probably something you do together all the time. So not only is it a nice picture, but it's a nice memory, and it gives insight into something that we all do. We chill with a blanket and we play some video games. It's cool.
This kid's
Fountain
pretty
Baby.
cool.
Who hasn't known a Fountain Baby?
He just looks like an action star or
Yeah,
something.
he's like,
Give him
yeah.
a pick just for being as cool as he is.
babe.
So great use in providing the right amount of context. You know, he's wet, but the story is that he's in these fountains, and we have that story, and you also have that very kind of straight on composition. Here, it's two different types of composition. We have the square composition with the building in the background, and it looks like you lined it up perfectly and cropped it over to the side a little bit. But you also have the kid who's off center, and he's kind of violating that square composition, and that's fantastic. So I definitely given that one a pick.
Yeah,
Great
it's really
job.
nice. I just brought up the shadows a bit because he was a bit dark. But yeah. Oh my gosh, he is so suspicious.
Yeah,
I love this.
that's really cute. I like that shot. I don't know. It's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about it. Okay, so here we have a lot of rockers, but we also have, or no, I don't know why I thought they were holding guitars and stuff.
What?
I will say the shot
It's
is
busy.
so busy
Yeah.
that it's hard for your eye to settle on anything. I just imagine them all with like
Oh, it's Nick.
guitars like completely rocking out.
It's 200 millimeters f7. So you got the background really in focus,
Yeah,
which can make it distracting.
yeah, it was hard for my eye to even figure out what was going on.
But I do love their intense expressions and stuff. I like that about it. Maybe bring up the whites a little bit. Let's see here. Just a smidge. Miniature London Bridge. Hey Kevin, my friend. I love these miniature pictures. I don't know because I didn't do the work to see what it was like before, but maybe the blurring is a little extreme at the top and bottom. I don't know if it would ruin the miniature effect to just kind of make the transition a little smoother. But I love that miniature effect. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that detracts from the story is people just seem to be standing around, like they don't seem to be doing something of note.
That's life.
That was pretty good though for using a non-tilt shift lens, right?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Because sometimes they don't look very tilt shifty. You know?
He has another cool one. I think it's looking down on the London Bridge and the river, and he also did that, and it looked really nice. Kyle Wolf.
So for me here, this is the slice of life, right? This guy.
Yeah, someone just riding this little trolley.
And I think it depends on the overall display format, but there's a lot here that is not that important to the subject, whereas I think he is really important.
Well, the one thing is, if you were to crop it down, then there's something about the context, this huge city in the background, and it's minimalized by him blowing out all of the highlights, and then this little quaint trolley and a guy hanging off of it, and that tells the story. Huge modern city, quaint old trolley, and the people that ride them. And I think that if you were to crop that out, let's take it out, then you lose a little bit of the point, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I guess what I'd summarize is if with that composition, it would need to be
A
displayed
huge
in
print.
a large format.
Yeah.
This would not do well on Instagram
If we
or
took it
really
to
any online thing. But if you put it in a gallery or something and it was very large,
If we took it to an 8x10 and showed the city still, I mean, that works too.
good shot.
This is really nice. Lewis Chan, I actually knew that this
yeah.
was your photo because I know your style.
Yeah, check out Lewis's Instagram because I've been following your pictures, Lewis, in Myanmar, and they're fantastic. He actually got way better pictures when he split off from the group because we were in Thailand with
Hey,
Lewis.
it's
and-
hard to get pictures in a group because you
Yeah.
get distracted and you all end up, I don't know.
And you don't get to define your own schedule. You don't
Yeah.
get to spend 2 hours just waiting for the right moment.
He
Yeah.
came to Thailand with us. We had a great time. But this is a great picture. I love the
pick.
colors. I love the genuine expressions. I love that you see them hanging out and doing something. I get insight into their day. This is definitely a slice of life. It tells a story while still being aesthetically pleasing.
And if I'm not going to crop it, but I just wanted to pull up the grid because look at the rule of thirds grid and just
Yeah.
how perfect. This is like an example of rule of thirds. The two main subjects here falling right on these grid points. And with the contrasting colors, that bright red, your eye goes right to the subject. This kid looking over here brings your eye back over here. He's looking back over here. Just definitely worthy of a pick.
Yeah,
Just a study in composition. Fantastic shot.
really beautiful shot.
So here the story is, looks like it's hanging
Christmas market or something.
Christmas decorations. Yeah.
I think that's nice. It gives me some insight into this place.
I wouldn't mind some sort of cropping on that. Like we have this guy down here, which I just found him a little bit distracting.
He's ruining Christmas. There's always someone.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. But
I think
it's
they're
definitely
pretending to be Polaroids and they're drunk. They're just like super drunk.
I wish I could be there. I don't know what's going on, but it's my
I
kind
think. Look at that guy on the right.
I know. I thought it was Jack Black at first.
That's funny. I thought he looked like Jack Nicholson. Like,
I thought it was like Kramer, kind of.
wow.
Siobhan, did you think he was like somebody?
I definitely see Jack Black.
Guess Jack Black wins. Sandy, did you think he looked like anybody?
Sandy?
Oh my God. Sandy it's like she doesn't care.
No, she doesn't care.
This is a Christmas story too. Wait, it says First Christmas. But
She has that, you know that movie with Robin Williams where he ages rapidly? She's got that. Oh, is it this picture? No, that's still not a baby.
I guess I shouldn't pay attention to the file name so much. I feel like there's something going on just below the frame, and I don't know what it is. Don't you feel like we missed the story?
No, I think that they just want to show that she's hanging ornaments or something, but maybe there's just a little too much tree in there. What the heck? What the heck, world?
But and I'm also wondering like what's in her hand. I don't know if she's opening presents or hanging ornaments. That I guess it just didn't convey to me.
I felt like she was hanging ornaments, but I could be making that up. Okay, black and white for Chelsea. Thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate that.
It feels actually like too high contrast. That's not a common problem we have, but I feel like there's too much of the whites blown out. I also don't know what's going on in this slice of life. I don't know where we are or what people are doing.
Yeah, it feels like a crowded area, maybe a touristy area, and he's holding his baby. I like the guy with his baby. There's a nice mood to that. And then everything else is kind of busy. I do like what you did here. I think I'd try to recover some of these highlights. But yeah. Ben Hartley. I'm not getting a real, it says watermark. I'm not getting a super slice of life vibe from this, but I still like the picture.
Yeah, I think it's a good shot. Doesn't tell me a lot about anybody's life or activities.
This is Bear. It's his daily life. He's watching our show, and he's also watching another show at the same time, but we're on the bigger screen, and I think people should note that.
And what is that? He's got like a box of cigars up there. It looks like he smokes cigars right at his desk, exactly like I would like to. But I'm not
I would
allowed
beat
to.
you up.
Because apparently it makes the whole house stink.
His desk also looks like mine with like multiple beverages.
Oh, you're going to pretend like you have the messy desk. It's definitely me.
This
We'll look at
is
this picture and then we'll go
Siobhan's-
look at some news.
This is Siobhan's picture.
Oh, that's a great shot.
So
I was going to give that a pick anyway. I should have
Yeah,
recognized
let's
her
give
kid
it a
there.
pick. That's
Great
Lisa.
shot, Siobhan. I really like that a lot.
I like it too. It has an interesting
Thank you.
angle. I like the movement of this kid running
Yeah.
away, and I definitely feel like that's his big brother because big brothers shoot little brothers. That's a thing that happens. And Levi's looking on like, oh yeah, shoot
Yeah.
that baby brother.
Really nice shot. Okay, let's go over some news. We have some chit chat later on too. This is kind of big news. Our friend Kevin Raber, Robber. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name somehow. I just call him Kevin from Luminous Landscape. Look it up. He kind of broke this story because he's been in like serious photography industry since
He's
the
been
70s.
in the biz for a long time. Yeah.
But it seems like DJI, which is a private company, has quietly bought a majority share of Hasselblad. And nobody has said, neither DJI nor Hasselblad have publicly announced this, but basically DJI bought Hasselblad. DJI is a Chinese drone manufacturer. They're the number one manufacturer of drones by like a long shot, and our favorite manufacturer of drones. And Hasselblad is this super old Swedish company that makes mostly medium format, like large format professional cameras, but they do have a variety of other things that they do. So that's huge, right?
Yeah.
A drone company bought Hasselblad, like one of the most respected medium
Where
format
can
companies
people
of
check
all
out
time.
Kevin's story?
Luminous Landscape.
Guys,
Google
Google
that.
it.
You'll find it. So I think that's interesting. Clearly, DJI has lots of experience in the electronics industry, not a lot of experience in camera industry, but they know that drones, which used to be toys, are now just floating cameras. They're just cameras that operate in a 3D
A
world.
medium format camera on a drone.
Well, this was a joint effort that they did in the summer, so that's why I just grabbed that particular shot. But I'm sure we'll see more collaborative efforts. A lot of new cameras because the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas, CES 2017.
Why didn't we go?
We should have gone. We just forgot because we're not good at planning.
We were busy.
We'll go through these quickly. The Panasonic FZ80 has a 20 to 1200 millimeter equivalent zoom on the front. That's a big range.
Whoa, guys, that seems sketchy as hell.
But I will hand it to them in their
1200.
marketing. They did not pair the 35 millimeter equivalent zoom range with a 35 with the aperture. You know what I mean? They didn't do that.
They weren't like
They just stated
1200
the zoom
millimeters f1.8. Are you sure?
No, they didn't do that. And so it's a compact camera with a crazy zoom on it for $400. The Canon G9X Mark II, a little compact point and shoot camera that I don't know who is buying these cameras anymore.
Maybe we should try one to see. It's very expensive.
Yeah, right? $500. I mean, they've always been good little cameras, but nowadays I feel like these cameras are mostly for vlogging and stuff, and this is not a great vlogging camera. Like, it doesn't have 4K, it doesn't have the flippy screen, but a camera that clearly nails the vlogging market is the Panasonic GX850 for $550. It's got that selfie screen that you would need. It does have 4K, and the video samples I saw look absolutely fantastic.
Tony, can I toot your horn? Remember when you wanted the flip selfie screen and everyone thought you were so silly for requesting it?
Oh, yeah.
I remember there was
And then Casey Neistat.
5 months when everybody was just dogging on you in the comments, and now it's pretty standard for a vlogging camera. You're a futurist, sir. And
Either that or everybody, maybe the camera manufacturers are all doing what I say. What if I'm creating the future rather than predicting it? No, probably not. The Nikon D5600, it's being released to the U.S. finally. It's the D5500 plus their wireless snap bridge thing, which will automatically move kind of low quality pictures to your phone.
Our dogs are cute.
Oh, so that's $700 for the body only. This is the one I actually want. Fuji just announced graphite versions of their X Pro 2 and the XT2.
That's really beautiful.
It's $200 more than the standard XT2, but
Why?
Because it's prettier.
But does it actually cost more to manufacture?
Well, the silver, the difference is the silver at the top and bottom. Yeah, they take the normal one and then they layer on some layers of paint and stuff. But I don't know, can you pay $200 just to make your camera prettier, even if it takes exactly the same pictures? I've been torn up because I kind of want it. I think it's so pretty. I love those dual tone cameras. And of course the GH5, which we did a whole video about yesterday, 4K 60 frames a second, $2,000. We'll definitely have to review that one. It's just an important camera that will probably change filmmaking.
Yeah, we'll get that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at a few more pictures. Maybe I should look at a portfolio first, actually. Let me see if anybody sent in a portfolio. You want to go to Siobhan, see if she has any questions?
Let's go to Siobhan. That's not Siobhan.
I don't have many, but I have some.
People, give Siobhan some questions.
What do you think Nikon will do for their 100th anniversary?
Oh, yeah, that's coming up this year, I think, right? Didn't we did their history, and I think we decided they started out in 1917. Hopefully it'll be, maybe they'll do a new DF. Remember the DF? That was their stylized camera with all the fancy dials and stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
I would like them to make a beautiful mechanical camera.
That's what you think they'll do, or that's what you'd like them to do?
Yeah, I think they'll make something not just functional, but beautiful.
Okay.
That seems like a good way to celebrate it, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I do not know. Maybe they'll just have a beer and relax.
Maybe they'll just go back and
around.
maybe they'll make some Leica knockoff lenses like they did 100 years ago. Anything else, Siobhan?
Go buy my
Why is
cow.
Cowboy leaving?
I don't know.
He's going to watch that other show that Bear watches. I know,
Cowboy.
traitor.
Bummer. Jim Setzer wants Tony to tell them more about your new aerial photography business.
Oh, well, it hasn't really done anything yet. We have to get our FAA certifications before we can do anything professional. So at least the three of us are working on that. Siobhan, if you feel like getting an FAA certification, I invite you to. So that's where we are now, is just basically studying airspace and figuring out how to read those god-awful FAA maps, which are like a designer's nightmare. But after that, I really think piloting, like aerial photography and drones specifically, are the next area that professional photographers can move into. It's unlike wedding photography and portrait photography. Everybody and their mom can't just pick up a camera and do it. You have to get this certification to do it legally. So there's a bit of a barrier to entry there. And I think that means that for those who are willing to go through the certification process, it creates an opportunity. It also seems to be an area that's growing really, really quickly, because in the past, aerial photos like that might have cost you $10,000, $15,000. Now you could get them for $200 or something like that, whatever you might charge for your services. So that's where we are now. Chelsea, which one of these portfolios is catching your eye?
That one.
This one.
Yeah.
This is Venexis Photography.
Ooh, fancy name as well.
And portfolios can have different purposes. I'm going to guess.
You know what we have to do?
What's that?
We have to go do a trip and get pictures of the Northern Lights.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
We do. These are beautiful. A rainbow.
Oh, that picture is awesome. I love
I would
that
give
umbrella.
that 5 stars on a pic so fast.
In fact, I don't know, maybe it's not your style, but I would definitely like lead with that picture. That one really struck me. Gorgeous landscape picture, made of course by the boat there is what sets it off. That's really nice.
It's an
with the long
amazing
exposure.
portfolio.
Yeah, all these shots are really, really nice.
I really like this template too. It displays the photo so nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Squarespace has lots of nice templates.
I love the colors and reflections in that one. Oh,
Oh.
whoa.
God, that's gorgeous. That looks like Iceland.
Dang.
And we're back to the front. Okay, so he has a portfolio on the
How
default
about the
page, but
about
then
page?
if you want to dig a little deeper, you can. Let's go to about. Oh, they're a couple. How cute.
I love that. Great. We get an idea of who you are.
Oh, and they have features about them. You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome.
So they do sell prints. You could also set up a store. Every square. God, that picture's awesome too. I don't know why that wasn't in your portfolio. That one's stunning.
Well, we didn't get to that part yet.
Yeah. Squarespace websites do come with a store, so you could sell prints directly. That's what I do on my own website. Oh, I see. This, okay, for your gallery pages, I noticed you changed the template.
Mm-hmm.
The homepage had little arrows over here. You want to keep the user interface consistent. So I would just change that. Otherwise, I think I like the layout and everything a lot. I don't know that there's much I would change. I might just use that store to allow people to spontaneously buy your prints rather than having to go through the process of like doing all this. I mean, you could still like contacting you. That's kind of a pain. You'll definitely lose some potential sales that way. Overall, man, you guys have a just like a perfect portfolio. Everything seems
It's
to
really
be
beautiful and
set.
simple and clean, good photos.
Thanks for sending your portfolio in. Here is what they had to say about Squarespace. I'm just going to find your Venexis Photography. Which one is it? Hi, Tony and Chelsea. We bounced around between multiple website providers over the past years, but finally found a great balance between design and functionality with Squarespace. Their templates are minimalist and user-friendly, which leaves us with more time to go outside and shoot photos. That is a great approach to it. Every minute you spend screwing around with your stupid website is a minute you're not taking pictures. And trust me, with the wrong web hosting provider, you can spend a lot of time screwing around with stuff.
You know, templates are really important too. Today I was looking for models for a shoot that we're planning, And one of them, their website was terrible. It didn't automatically scale the photos for her. So she was cut off at the head and cut off above the knees. So that was the only part of the photo that you would see. Every single picture was cropped in a way that didn't make sense. The design of the website didn't make sense. And it was a real put off as someone looking for a model. It's just something you have to consider. That's someone's first impression of you. Even if your job isn't a professional web designer, people are going to think about that when they hire you as a photographer. Are they competent enough to make a good-looking website? Yeah, you are. Just go get Squarespace. It's easy.
Let's look at a few pictures.
What
and
was
then
that
we'll...
face for when you were like, did you see a picture that struck you? Was it the baby picture?
Yeah.
That's a slice of life. Let's see it.
Okay.
Oh, we've seen this one before.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. That is a slice of life, for sure. I like...
This guy, his expression just cracks me up, and the fact that he just seems to be just hanging there and not doing anything. Mm-hmm. I actually like the shopping cart next to him. This feels like a slice of life to me. I'll give that a pick. That's really cute. I wish her left hand, you could, it's at a bit of an awkward angle now. It's kind of hidden.
Yeah, I thought she didn't have a hand.
Yeah, if you, this is one of those times when you just use continuous shooting and just keep firing, and maybe there'd be another shot where her position is a little more, just conveys a little bit better. But I really like the composition, the simple lines of it. All of that is great. Nice job. Here we have a water shot, which is kind of chilling out in the water.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I think it's really nice too. Whoa. Come on, Lightroom.
Wow. This is a slice of life.
Yeah, they took this
I didn't
quite
know
literally.
anybody did it like that, to be honest. Like, dang, if fish could see this, they'd be really upset. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just
Good.
fascinated by the process of them gutting the fish.
I'm
like
going to
that.
give this a pick.
That is different than I've seen before, but I like the greediness of it. The way you provided that extra texture really helps. Ah, yes. Construction workers hanging out. I think we've all seen that.
What are you trying to say?
That's cool. They got to chill sometimes too.
I might...
You don't think about it when you see them working. You only think about it when they're not working. So you probably have a slanted view of it. But I like the motion, and it conveys New York City well.
Yeah.
I imagine he's like just bartering with a tourist. You know how you can just be walking past and they try to sell you something, haggle.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. Feels like Jamaica for some reason, maybe just because I had that experience in Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you had this experience, you could draw that. I'd like a little more context, maybe of just a little bit of the other person's face, but I still think it's a really nice photo. Lazy dog. I can relate to that. Sandra.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this shot a lot.
Yeah.
I'll give that one a pick even. I like it. It's just a lot of negative space. It's nice. You know, I feel like there's so much just kind of lost in the shadows here. Don't you feel like you want to see a little bit more?
Yeah, I like this picture though. Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. The picture itself is interesting with the motion in there. 1/10 of a second. It's even possible that you handheld that. So you up that aperture to f/16. That allowed you to get a long shutter speed. And that powerful line of the train made it interesting. It can be difficult to compose a shot with the motion because, of course, you won't see that with the camera, but experience will tell you what it's going to look like. And then she's mostly silhouetted. So there's lots of contrast around her, drawing your eye over to her. The line of that train, I'm sorry, I don't know the person's gender, I guess. Just a silhouette. But that line of the train does draw your eye over to the main subject. So I like that shot a lot. Nicely thought out. This is weird because I see different stories here. Like there's clearly Superman and Lois Lane, but then he's
on a baseball,
carrying a stick on like a baseball diamond. But
yeah, kids, they always have
nonetheless,
a stick.
it's really
and
cute.
He's also being nice.
Yeah.
Very cute. This feels a little more posed to me, not very slice of lifey.
It says unposed. The file name literally says this was unposed.
Yeah, I saw
I think
that.
it's unposed, but
It still feels more posed. There's not a ton of context. It's a nice
yeah,
picture.
we don't know anything about her, but
Yeah.
the shot's nice. Thomas Haluska. Gorgeous picture. And a little bit of context provided in there by the boots. Like you get the sense that they're going for a hike and they've been hiking through the snow. Yeah, beautiful shot. It's not a lot of life in it, but it's a gorgeous shot nonetheless. And here, this is just a straight up portrait, right? Like I guess I think they're near the water, but we don't have any more context in that. Like, what are they doing, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it's like two siblings laughing, and that's nice. That's kind of a slice of life, like just having fun with your kids. A little more context would be nice. Maybe they're on a pier.
Yeah, like what are they laughing about?
Yeah.
That's really cute. So I feel like this. Oh, it's at a sanctuary. I don't know why I felt like it was in the city, but yeah, they've loaded themselves up with seed and they're getting chickadees, which are the world's friendliest birds, to just kind of perch and hang out on their hands.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think the shot itself could be more compelling if it were just tighter. Like we don't really need two people. If there was a way to get closer to the bird and get rid of some of these distractions. Like we don't care about her left hand down here. This dude's just chilling with the best shorts ever.
Is he a golfer?
Is that like tobacco? He doesn't look like he chews.
No, I think that is skull. Either that or a compact.
What do people that chew look like?
Well, I'm from Texas, so I know what people that chew look like because
They
a
look
lot
like
of people
this
chew.
guy.
I guess I've just never seen Skoll in shorts that fabulous.
Times are changing.
Overall, it's a great shot. You had a really nice composition with the hills in the background, and he provided a perfect focal point. It doesn't tell me a lot about the life that's going on, but that's just whether or not it fits the theme more than whether or not it's a good picture.
I think there's a little too much going on.
Yeah, you're cropping it down a little. But yeah, I agree. It could be more about him. Yeah, it's a cool
Nice
shot, but yeah, it
portrait.
doesn't tell us much about him. Lots of Superman stuff today,
Kids love
right?
Superman. I still not the thing that keeps it from being slice of life for me, which is a topic that I made up. There's not a story here. It's just a cute kid, but what is he doing? Where is he? Is he on vacation? What is he smiling at? A little more context. Make me imagine.
Let's do
Chit-chat.
chit chat.
This is the part of the show where we read your comments, and sometimes we're happy about them. Sometimes we're just judging you. My stoner mind said, haha, I'm the 420th like. This pleases me greatly.
I really like his little avatar. That's
I like he's just like the simple pleasures, you know? Justin said, not you, Justin. When are you guys doing the series on getting the commercial drone license? I really want to get started on that, and I saw you mentioned it in the video. You already brought this up today.
Yeah, people are pumped about it.
Yeah.
We have to take the test first, but I am kind of making a study guide, and we'll definitely make videos about it because the
Study
existing
guide.
content for studying for FAA tests is terrible.
You should make a study
terrible.
guide for me, because I looked at that book and I was like,
Oh my God, it's so dry.
it's so
Yeah.
dry.
We'll go through it, and then we'll get you and Siobhan.
Here's a question I hope gets notice, says Marion Witt. We are husband and wife, and often one will pick up the other's camera and shoot some shots. Later, there's a discussion about who took the photograph. We love each other very much, but now that we're competing in contests, this discussion has intensified. Also, do you file your shots separately or together? Some help on maintaining marital bliss with the two of you under one roof. A show, maybe? I'm sure you could blah, 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 blah. If you're entering things into contests and you want to be rewarded as an individual, definitely do it alone. Maybe you could just kind of talk about which projects you want to be separate and together. I know for Tony and I, we do a lot of work together, but if one of us wants something to be separate, it's never taken as an offense. Sometimes he does projects I'm not that interested in and vice versa. So I think
But-
it depends on I think everybody's different.
Yeah, and it's actually rare that we don't work together on something.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see where the conflict comes up. And we have this incorrect state of mind where we give credit to a photographer.
Yeah.
And that's not the right state of mind. It's always a collaborative effort, unless it's just the photographer out taking landscape pictures. If you take a picture of a model, it's a collaborative effort between you and the model. But usually it's a collaborative effort between the photographer and the makeup artist and the model, and
Yeah.
often other people who are also coordinating things too. So sometimes it's 75% you and 25% me, or maybe it's 90-10 or something like that. But almost every picture is some amount of collaboration between the two of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard.
I think an important thing is that if you're going to work as a team, you have to have each other's backs and act as a team. And that will build confidence between the two of you in your work relationship. You can't not give the other person credit. And an example of that is once you got interviewed, you were asked to be in an interview without me, and they wanted to talk to you about pictures that I had like planned. And he told the interviewer, oh, you'll have to talk to Chelsea because that's pretty much her shot. She planned everything. And when you really work with your partner like that and you give them credit where credit's due and you think as a team, then you don't really get competitive. Just be open about it. And if you work better as a team, be thankful you have someone to work as a team with. And sometimes even though credit is given to one of us and not both, I'm always just happy that we work really well as a team and we have one another. So make the decision. Do you work better as a team or not? And then set those boundaries and go from there.
Good question.
Yeah. Aerial view. Perhaps you could ease off the self-plugs. We found you, so give it a rest. But did you get our book? Because if you're just watching our stuff for free, you're a cheapskate, and you got to listen to me talk about it. Okay?
Check out our book, Stunning Digital Photography.
I love this guy. Excuse me. He says, I love you, babes. My mom also love you. She is your fan. You are beautiful. I love you, babes, and love your work. Well, I love you, babes, and I love your mom, babes.
Why do you think he's talking to you, babes? He's clearly talking to me. Those are both videos that had me in them and not you. I'm
That one with
babes.
my face, I think I'm babes.
But you're not even in this other video, and I'm the one like running the computer in this one. I'm babes.
You know what?
He,
If you
Mabusher
want
and
to
his
work
mom
as a
love
team,
me.
you need to acknowledge I'm the babes. Cowboy, thank you for having my back. Just some dude says, damn, she's got a bad attitude that day. What did you do to her? Haha. I get so many comments on this video about how upset I look, and I totally own it. I looked very miserable.
Is that you or is that the other Chelsea?
That's me.
Oh, that's fair.
I remember that day I was so bored.
This is boring.
LPD said, I can never get these people to answer my questions on other videos of theirs I watched. Not good to keep subscribers. Kind of chaps me off. That's not an expression I know. But I was like, oh my gosh, this guy had a lot of questions and we didn't answer them, and we tried to do that. So I typed in his name to search it to see what questions he had. And this is what I came up with. 1 month ago, do you two ever like argue or anything? Can I have a free one of your books? Really, it would be great cause here. Make more of these. Make more of these Donkey Kong-like quizzes. And then he wants to know why f-stop fraction crap.
Hasn't been renamed to just 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of F28. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what to say to any of those.
Why do you do this stuff?
But here we've officially
Like, I
responded
took you
to.
seriously? This is what you're going to bust me about? Yeah.
This, I just wanted to put a chart in about showing the number of comments that we get average per day. We average
Show
between
off.
300 and 600 comments a day. So we can't respond to everybody's comments. It's a lot of
You're
comments.
adding to that. Yeah.
I just want to say, because people get upset when we don't respond to their comment.
Well, if we see a
we
comment,
respond to some.
sometimes if I see one, I'm like, oh, we haven't answered that. Or if I answer that, that'll be helpful for other people that read it, and we'll answer it. But none of these,
I will say,
none of those.
when I just put a video up, I tend to look at the comments
Yeah.
and reply to
Because
that.
you're like, oh, what do people think of my video?
Yeah, but I also,
My
like, people
hair's
have
old.
valid questions at that point. Okay. Let's look at some more
Hey.
pictures.
Aren't you going to talk about Squarespace? Why am I coughing? Cowboy.
Chelsea, enough with the Squarespace plugs. We get it. You like Squarespace.
Cowboy, can you believe this?
So this picture is about the foreground subject that we have here, looking at the stalactites, which hang on tight. And
wow, somebody went to preschool.
if you had just shifted a little to the left or the right, then the subject's form would have been in front of the bright part of the image here, and there would have been much more contrast. But as it is, they're being lost against the like non-contrasting background. So just think about the contrast when you take a picture. Here's a picture that's been HDR'd a little bit. Maybe the clarity is up a little bit.
But this is a slice of life if I ever saw one.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to
Someone's
just
fishing.
reintroduce a bunch of contrast in there. I didn't mean to add the drop the blacks that much. Just to grab the mouse.
Oh, Jim, was this when we got into that fishing village and then they told us to go away?
Oh, it's Jim.
Oh, you guys were here for this?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's a nice picture.
Yeah, it is a good shot. Just added some contrast back. Mayo Memmer.
How do you get that beer over there?
Yeah, I like the shot a lot. Just I'm just gonna give it a pick. I just find it really interesting. I like the toning that you've done to it too. The one thing I would call attention to is that the space above his head here is very small, like it's really tight, and this space is much more. If you could add a little space up here, you could do it with careful photoshopping, or it's better to do it in camera, but just saying it's not necessarily too late. I like this picture a lot. Look at this guy's expression. There's no doubt that he's the focal point. Your eyes just go right to him.
I might even creep out, crop out the guy with the face.
Yeah, I don't, the first Seahawks fan, right? But also just, yeah. And then clearly this is just a bad cloning job.
What?
Oh, yeah.
He's joking. Tony, you almost got me. I like this.
Oh boy,
Man.
look at the file name.
Slice of ice.
No, you know what? 1 star for puns. Mandatory punishment for puns.
But 10
1 star.
stars for ice skating with Grandpa.
No, it's a really cute picture. It's too bad that the crop is so low on the bottom. Just remember, you can always shoot a little wider. Maybe not with a 50 millimeter, but manage that.
That's a beautiful
Came up a little
story.
close.
I wish my grandpa.
But
was-
yeah, I'll give it a pick. It was actually a really nice story.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
And
5
this shot
stars.
is fantastic too.
I love the toning, the colors, the composition, the dude.
Oh
Amazing.
my God, the way, yeah, this shot's absolutely fantastic. This is next door to Bob's Burgers.
Tony, don't be joking me today. This is nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
give
like
this a
this a lot
pick.
too. Yeah, that definitely deserves a pick.
No
It's a great way to
criticism.
tell that story.
Oh, this tells a good story. Date night.
Yeah, cocktails and just like meat and cheese. That looks like a good time. It's okay to move a few things around, even if you move it around and then wait for nice moments to happen again. Like she could move her purse and just like is kind of jutting in there. But overall, great shot.
Dog.
It's a dog, and
It's
we like
a really
dogs.
cute dog picture, but it doesn't really tell a story.
Yeah, and don't
And
be
also
afraid
not
to
as cool as Cowboy. Can we show Cowboy again? Really cool.
don't be afraid to blow that background out.
Slice of life.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a guy texting, but it doesn't tell me much about like his life or what's going on there.
This is a good slice of life, and I want to
Yeah,
be
that's a
invited
life
to
that
it.
I admire. Life preserver. Chilling by the pool with a martini. Wish we could do that now.
Ireland, fun and snow.
Yeah,
I like that. That's beautiful. I'm gonna give that a pick.
smack jerks. Sorry, I still haven't learned how to pronounce that properly.
Smooshicks.
Smooshicks?
I made that up. Oh wow, yeah. This is a pick for sure.
Yeah.
Eye contact, and then you see somebody working, and he's writing something down somewhere warm. Oh,
Sal. Is that
Caraco?
Carac? I don't know how to pronounce it either, but I know they make a blue liqueur that makes your vomit look really weird.
what? Tony? This tells a story for sure.
Yeah, it's like a glitch in the Matrix. I like that a lot. That's really cool. I just gave that one a pick because, they call it
The new norm.
the new norm. Yeah.
Very cool. I was there with my friend Kevin. Yeah, that's nice. Like just walking on the beach. I don't know what the story is, but I like that she's adventurous. I like her camera.
Check out her camera.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Ah,
Yeah, that's a sweet moment.
that is. That kid is really cute.
There's something about the shot that I just really like. I mean, it's unusual that two of their faces are covered, but then once you explore around, you see his expression.
I'm going to give it 5 stars and a pick.
Yeah, there's just something. It's unusual, but I really like it. Yeah.
What do you think, color or black and white?
I like black and white. Yeah.
I would probably do some toning and stuff
Just
on it.
mostly because it reminds me of like documentary photography.
What is the story? Just when bros have a slapsy fight?
It says, "It's nice to meet you."
What is the story?
I don't know what's going on, but I like it. When you chill on your accordion and text. Musicians on break. That's a cute picture.
Yeah.
I like the composition. It's a little like unclear or something. That could be a little bit better, but overall I think it's really nice.
Hey, let's talk to Siobhan
Yeah.
and Cowboy.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You've
Bro,
got
bro.
dogs too.
Look, you can see my dog eating dinner.
Oh, it's a hungry.
He's a hungry, hungry hippo. Okay, I have questions. What are your New Year's resolutions?
I've thought about this some, but I don't know that I have an answer. I'm not ready yet. What about you, Chels? Last year, your resolution was to say no. You had the year of no.
Yeah, because the year before that was the year of yes, apparently, because I did so many favors and so many things. I don't mind doing favors, but I also did so many things that I didn't really want to do.
Yeah,
'Cause I
it seems like you've been good about the year.
Stink at saying no. So I had the year of no, and I learned to set boundaries. I learned not to do things out of guilt. And it went really well, and now I'm very good at saying no.
I've seen you already get pulled into things. 2017.
Okay, well, me...
So do you have one for 2017, a new resolution?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I would call a resolution. There are things I want to do. Like I said, I want to work with professional photographers in a variety of different areas. I want to try to unify the divided photography communities. Like I feel like there's the smartphone photography community and the drone photography community, and then like the big DSLR and mirrorless photography communities. And I'd like us to be one big happy family.
Yeah.
But that's not really a resolution. That's more like a project.
Yeah, I have a lot of projects, but not really resolutions yet.
Justin, do you have a big 2017 project or resolution?
Just to lay off the ether rag a little bit. Oh, that's a bad joke. I'm sorry.
I don't know what an ether rag is.
I think
It's just like an old school, like
drinking.
19 teens way of getting stoned.
I like just to kind of be more organized and work out and stuff like that. So far so good. Wake up on time, not sleep in as much.
Siobhan, resolutions?
Nah, I don't do that shit.
Okay.
What?
Cowboy?
She thinks it's shit. Cowboy.
No, Cowboy's, yeah, he's doing what he
He's
wants to do
licking
for
his
2017.
privates.
Okay, any other questions, Siobhan?
We
Those
had a
Eloise.
resolution to travel every month for like 1 year, and we did it. That was
Yeah.
an awesome one.
We traveled a lot in 2016 too. I didn't even realize how much we traveled until I went back and looked at the pictures and like all these. It seems like years ago that say we went to California and Miami. Like we went to Miami in just 2016, but it seems like years ago now.
I know. Cuba, Miami, California, Ireland,
Portugal, Germany,
London, Thailand. We went to a lot of places.
Probably not all the places.
No. What other questions do you have, Siobhan?
Let's see.
Cowboy is a dog. He's a dog.
How old would be too old to change from a boring profession to becoming a professional photographer?
It's really never too late. And that sounds like corny, canned advice, but it's just never too old. Just start. Everyone always has an excuse to not start. Just do it. What's the worst that's going to happen?
That's wrong. The answer is 23.
You hear that all the time. People are always thinking they're aging out of things or they're always limiting themselves. Just do it.
Yeah, if you're passionate about it, just go for it. Anything else? I'm trying to like filter this down because we have so many pictures to look at.
Yeah. Will you guys do a review of sharpness tools in Photoshop, which you discussed briefly in Thailand? Asks Smakjaks.
I
Erland.
guess we could do that. We're gonna start.
Well,
Excuse me again.
we have this in the Photoshop book. I have a whole thing where I go over all the different
Which
all the
chapter
different
is it?
sharpness tools. I don't know the chapter numbers in Photoshop.
It's in Photoshop book.
Yeah. Erland, I'll give you a copy of the book.
Yeah, we're
You
broke.
get a free book, bro.
What else, Siobhan?
Just send me a note.
What's the best sandwich?
Tony likes Reubens.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like.
Reubens are awesome.
I know. It's the kind of thing, like anything that a kid would immediately spit out is the kind of thing that I like, and that's
Yeah,
the way
you
a
like
Reuben
everything
is.
like a little bit spicy and rancid.
Yeah, like not sweet, but more like just like richly savory.
I like Thanksgiving Day sandwiches, which is
that's pretty
like
good.
a turkey sandwich, but not with sliced deli meat, like actual turkey meat, sliced somewhat thin, mashed potatoes, cranberry stuffing, gravy. It's so good. That's the best sandwich.
What's the best sandwich, Justin?
Pulled pork is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like barbecue stuff? Come on. That's great.
Yeah, I know. I
Siobhan?
should have said.
I don't know. Do hoagies count?
Yeah. Hoagie's a sandwich.
But that you got to be more specific. Like, what are you putting in there?
Chicken cheesesteak.
Chicken
Okay,
cheese
classic
steak.
Philadelphia.
Philly girl. Philly girl.
Cliche.
I'm also going to go with a lobster roll because I'm going to represent New England. The lobster is delicious. Let's look at some more pictures.
Okay. I marked a bunch. So just because we have so many pictures, I got to try to like get through these somehow. So here we go. Look at this shot.
Oh, they're de-icing the plane. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know that it's a slice of life picture, but
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
cool shot.
I think so. It's very cool.
This shot was eye-catching too.
Yeah.
Shooting right in the sun, lots of contrast in there.
No, I think the color works. All right.
Just a cute expression.
Very excited about Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Christmassy context that lets you know why she's excited and adds that extra bit of it.
Any place there's an
even wolf
attraction,
watching.
there are many photographers.
Yeah, I
That's
often
a
end
cool
up
one.
taking pictures of the photographers. They capture that well with the silhouette.
This captures all the tourists. Definitely.
Yeah.
This is a
Oh
thing.
God, I'll give that one a pick. I would like to see a little more contrast in the shot. It's a little washed
Is
out.
that a
but
dog? Or just a very cool man? He has a beard.
She is a beautiful woman.
She?
You know what? Don't push gender roles on anybody, okay?
Is that a shark tooth? Jeez, these
These
two are
guys
just
are badass.
these just two are a cool pair. I'm gonna give 5 stars and a pick. That's nice.
Yeah, those are cute expressions.
A little green. See how their skin is green? You can slide the magentas.
Yeah, and a little bit of a weird crop on the right side there. Where were we? Oh, it was Thailand. Like Angry Birds is huge in Thailand. Remember there was an Angry Birds store, like in a strip mall or
I don't
in a building.
remember.
Yeah, everybody had Angry Bird shirts on. People love Angry Birds and Pink Panther.
Oh, I saw Pink Panther.
Still huge in Thailand.
That was a
No joke.
Well, they had a store. This picture is
Yeah.
nice. I love the
a Pink Panther
expressions, but it's
store.
very soft. Very soft.
Yeah,
But I do like the expression. So
but
it's
cute
nice.
moment.
What?
Is that
Kid waves.
real? I don't know why. There's something about it that looks photoshopped.
I want to
but
be that person. 5
I
stars.
do too. Yeah. Oh, that is adorable.
Yeah, that's
Look at the little arrangement of 3 there.
nice.
Maybe even a crop on that. That's good. The thumbnail just caught my eye. I guess maybe it was just a clean thumbnail.
Sorry, I keep coughing right into the mic.
I like that a lot too.
Yeah. Whoa, good. Good.
Beautiful shot, right?
Oh, this is storytelling.
Yeah, I like this. It was clearly staged a little bit, but that's still cool because you actually told the story really well. Giving you a pick for that.
That's really funny. It's like one sister is going to some dance, maybe prom, and the other sister is like She's not ready for that.
No, I think they're both dressed up in some way. She's got like a jean jacket over something.
No. No. She's just living her life, and I respect that. I'm going to give her 5 stars. Whoa.
It's a beautiful shot, right?
I knew this was Iceland.
Yeah.
Let's go there. 5 stars. This is so beautiful. I'm going to give that 5 stars as
Yeah,
well.
lots of
We're
contrast.
liberal with the 5 stars. Siobhan, do you have any more comments? Tony, you should talk about Squarespace maybe.
Well, which do you want, Chelsea?
Comments. I want it all.
God.
Or nothing.
Kevin Davis says he has booked a 30-minute session with the model in the studio, but he's never shot adults before. Any tips?
You've never shot adults before. Any tips? Well,
Tips for shooting a model.
I would, sometimes seeing a shoot can help you a lot. So I think that you should look up shoots on YouTube or tutorials and just watch how people interact with their models. It'll be really helpful. So it can be awkward kind of directing someone. And it also depends on your model. If they're very experienced, they can kind of direct a lot of the movements and make your job easy. If they're not as experienced, you might want to look up a few poses that you're interested in so that you can show them to the model on the phone and kind of give them an idea of what you want. Another thing is expression is everything. And as a photographer, you can tend to focus on lighting and exposure and depth of field, and you can forget about mood, styling, and the overall aesthetic. So just remember that the expression and the mood are going to be a very important element. Any other tips?
Yeah, I would start with a clear vision for what you want. I would look up other people's pictures and maybe even like save them to your phone so you can flip through different poses and such.
Yeah.
Because you have to like get there and know how you want them to do. But the most important thing when you're in the first like 10 minutes is just to develop a rapport.
Yeah.
So just be chill, like try to be friendly with them, because even if they're a pro model, they're not going to be able to just like turn it on if they're not feeling like a little bit of warmth.
Yeah.
They're definitely, you'll get better shots if you just are friends with them.
Yeah, be friendly.
It's cool you only have 30 minutes, man. You kind of like got to get right to it. Wow. It's nice when you have an hour and you can, spend a few minutes getting the lights ready and just like talk to them and tell them, hey, you can just chill. We're just going to take some test shots.
Yeah.
That reports.
Siobhan, what else do you have?
Are all crop sensors of the same brand equal? I.e., will a D500 have better noise performance than D3400? If so, how much?
No, they're not equal. They do vary, but usually it's pretty similar. And in Nikon's case, there's a lot of they use a lot of the same sensors, like the D3300 and the D5300. I think they had the same sensor. If not, they were super similar. And the D500 isn't going to be much better. Like if you want to see substantially better noise, you got to go to a bigger sensor or get yourself a faster lens, like get a f1.8 lens, gather more light, get cleaner images.
What does Cowboy think, Justin? Oh, he doesn't know.
Let's look at this picture just because I don't know. It looks like a stock photo, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me think it's not a stock photo is this guy has like a copyrighted image on his shirt, and you could never put that in a stock photo. Otherwise, the mixed eye contact and the way they're all kind of gathered around.
Yeah, it has nice light.
I thought it was a cool shot.
We're coming up. It's 6:04, Tony.
Yeah, we should get out
Gotta
of
call
here.
this a wrap. There's so many good pictures. Let's just do rapidly. Picture. We're just going to say good, whatever.
That's beautiful.
Really nice. You did it.
Look at the lighting in this shot.
Really nice. This tells a story. This looks more like a shoot to me than a slice of life. Like in the middle of a dirt road with a dress on, it's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's almost, maybe it was accidental, but it's almost formulaic.
This is more storytelling, the tourist experience. Oh yeah, we've all known this guy. Yeah,
and I like that the boat is in the background. This is a great shot. I love the use of negative space there.
Yeah, I might bring out the texture of the water a bit more.
Yeah, watching a sports event.
Mm-hmm. Sports.
Maybe it's even baseball.
Oh my gosh.
That's really cute. I wish you could see more of the dog, but it's still a cute shot. Lots of distractions in there too. Maybe some cropping.
Yeah, you could just crop it like portrait orientation. Let's see.
It's hard for us to do the rapid fire. We get deeply involved.
Preggers, it's called.
What?
It's called Preggers.
Oh, the file.
Oh, she's pregnant? Oh.
Yeah, I like that. It's almost like a Windows desktop.
Is this Shibuya?
It does, yeah, I think that is Shibuya Station.
That is the busiest crossing area in the world, Justin.
It looks
You-
pretty cool.
You just got Justined. All right, that's cute. This tells a story I can relate to. Too cold for your skin to touch the air? You need to move. Oh, this is excellent. 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars for that one. Pick. Beautiful shot.
Aw.
Missed the focus a little
You
bit.
blew the
Focus on the
highlights, but I
wrong
like the
eyes.
moment. Nice. This kid's terrified of bubbles.
What's going on?
Something we can all relate to. This tells a story about me and Tony. Ghost style. Nice thinking, dude.
Oh, well, that's crazy beautiful.
Yeah.
It must be Photoshop, but nonetheless, it's pretty.
Playing with the dog. These are great. All right. Think we can get to the end. This is a beautiful story.
Pretty shot.
I'm going to give that 5 stars. Wedding
Great
shot,
colors,
but also
yeah.
tells a great story. Gotta love those street shots. What? This is where fortune cookies are made? 5 stars. Learn something.
Fascinating.
I don't want to be reminded of exercise.
I like that shot.
Yeah.
Just wish there were more contrast between the person and the background.
Market. Seagulls
Getting some
attack.
birds.
A kangaroo
Oh my
kiss.
God, I am so jealous of that. I don't know what kind of slice of life that is, but if that's your regular life.
I don't know. I cannot relate to this, but I think it's hilarious and cute. Oh, 5 stars for the expressions. Really sweet.
Yeah, that's a nice expression too.
I thought this was Lisbon. This feels like Portugal to me.
Yeah. does feel like Portugal.
Really nice. It gave, I mean, things didn't even have to be in focus, and I got an idea of the city. A lot of nightlife, really intimate.
Might work the white balance a little bit, but I love that, the eye contact and
I'm
off-center
having a hard time
composition.
because I know we're getting snow soon.
Yeah.
Friday. Oh, this is nice, telling stories about the people without having faces in there.
Yeah, that's really
We
cool.
did it. Okay, sorry, the rapid fire. We usually don't give a lot of constructive criticism, but we want you to see your pictures. Thank you for watching. Once again, this episode is brought to you by Squarespace. They make this all possible so you can get your photos reviewed for free. If you want people to see your photos in a way that's pleasing, consider a Squarespace portfolio. You can go to squarespace.com/Tony and get a 14-day free trial. No credit card needed. They have beautiful award-winning templates. It's easy to use. And if you do try it, you can get 10% off with the coupon code PORTFOLIO. Cowboy even recommends it, and he's just a dog.
Thanks for supporting us, Squarespace, and making this all possible. We'll see you next week where the theme is shadows.
Shadow.
Thursdays at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Siobhan. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Cal.
Thanks, Tigar.
That is all.
Oh, he knows what's up.